Hi everyone, my name is Efrain Torres. I am the CEO of Adialante. Now, I may be a bit biased in saying this because I have a PhD in it, but MRI is really known as the gold standard of medical imaging. There's really nothing else like it when it comes to delivering clinical value to clinicians across the world. The problem with this is these scanners can cost upwards of $5 million for the initial purchasing costs, with recurring costs of up to $300,000 per year. Not only that, but the footprint of these scanners is immense, being about 850 square feet. So looking at these numbers, it's easy to understand why many of us today know people who have waited days, weeks, or even months just to get in on an MRI scan. And this is the problem that Adialante has set out to solve. We've developed an affordable and portable neural-only MRI scanner that is lightweight, fits through a standard 3-foot wide door, affordable, and has a plug-and-play model easily to be installed. Now, I would love to show it to you today, but it's proprietary and we're currently securing international rights. Now, these scanners that we're developing are easy to be managed in clinics across the world, clinics like urgent cares. There's currently 10,000 urgent cares across the US, and nearly none of them have MRI scanners. And if you were to quantify this total untapped market opportunity, it would be a $2.9 billion market opportunity, assuming a unit sale cost of $300,000. Now, everyone here knows that MRI isn't just useful for urgent cares, it's useful for clinics and hospitals across the world. So we've assembled a team of RF engineers, MRI scientists, and entrepreneurs focused and dedicated on the goal of democratizing this life-saving technology. And with that, I'll take questions, and we're currently doing our seed round. Thank you.
Super cool, great pitch. The first question is, how many of you folks are full-time with the company right now?
So right now we have 2 full-time, 1 3/4 time, and then 1 part-time. And we're currently hiring probably 3 more this coming summer.
Great, thanks. So I know non-dilutive funding has been important for you guys, so congrats on that, especially the SBIR I just saw was recently awarded on your website, so cool. But you say that this is a capital-intensive company, and then you're actively raising, what I would say is only 1.5 million. So I'm wondering how you came to that 1.5 million, and what maybe you could do, and how you could accelerate if you raised 3 or 5.
Yeah, so we came to that. So first of all, yes, we do have a very long and capital-intensive funding timeline, and I actually have this out here, kind of looking forward towards what we're looking to raise up ahead. Now, 1.5 million just private investment. Right now, the grant money is about 50% of that. Separate to that is a total fairly aggressive non-dilutive grant strategy totaling about $3 to $4 million. So if we hit the seed round goal, which we're fairly confident we will, and don't get the grants that we will have, then we'll do a bridge loan in between now and Series A. But with the number of grants that we're submitting, we're really using the momentum that we have to secure as much non-dilutive grant, and are being very aggressive on private investments and non-dilutive so that we can hit our goals. But as you mentioned, it's a long path to IPO.
Not great with technology, obviously. So this sounds great. Can you just explain to me how your technology compares to the portal MRI technology that's out there?
Yeah, so there's really 2 competitors. Actually, the only 2 portable MRIs in the market. One is Hyperfine on the left, and the other is Promaxo. So Promaxo, not really a competitor. They're focused on prostate scanners, prostate imaging only, and intraoperative. Hyperfine is a direct competitor of us doing neural imaging. The biggest differentiator between us is that we provide a much higher field strength, which gives us much higher image quality. So Hyperfine is a great case study for us. They actually allow us to learn a lot. For example, reimbursement, we can clearly say that we're going to get reimbursed because they're getting reimbursed. Now, we also are learning from their mistakes in which they went too low field, 64 millitesla, which is it's a fraction of traditional MRI, and we're 5 times greater than that, which will lead to about 7 times more image quality.
I've got
Sorry, can I just have So a follow-up question is, there needs to be a balance between the quality of the outputs of your product, right, and how much people are willing to spend on it, right? As you said, you're an expert in MRI. How much is too much definition? providers really need that much definition, right?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So we're surrounded with clinical advisors and radiologists, and the thing that we're seeking isn't 4K images. What we're seeking is clinical equivalency. Do we have the same clinical information needed to make the clinical diagnosis equivalent to a higher resolution scan? And that's why all of our images that we're developing are being vetted by radiologists, and we're looking at 3 key use cases: stroke, TBIs, and hydrocephalus. And those are 3 key, and it's an active discussion. I can't say here that 0.4, 0.3, 0.2 is the answer, because it's dependent on the pulse sequences, it's dependent on the hardware. But what I can say is that we're in consistent communication with radiologists to ensure we hit clinical equivalency.
I had something down here. Oh, exit path. So have you thought about that? I know you're out in 2032, but I'm curious about all these other larger MRI companies that probably would love to have this as part of their portfolio. So tell me a little bit about your hopes and dreams as you raise funds and perhaps even exit before that IPO.
Yeah, so as you can see by this table, we have a lot of juicy IP. So I'm sure incumbents would love to acquire us. Now, our own personal goals is we are ambitious as high as they can be. Our exit strategy is an IPO. We intend to roll out this product to market, and all of the goals that we have on the company are on true commercialization and true product rollout. For us, it's about IPO, because we have in this table here IP that we consider full-on disruptive. So we can undercut our current competitors, which are Hyperfine, but if you look to the future, we plan to take on the battle to larger companies.
One more quick question, please. So given the line that you're drawing between what is necessary to make the clinical decision, what should your device not do?
That's a great question. So what our device, not neuro. So we focused on neuro for a couple of reasons. One, it's the biggest market share, so 55% of the market. And 2, it allows us to really optimize our image quality and algorithms, focus extensively on neuro. MRI is so clinically useful that one of the first decisions we struggled with is, do we go ortho, neuro, limb? And we went with neuro because it's most widely used there and the biggest market share. And although you can say ortho is a juicy market, let's go focus on that, we want to keep our focus on neuro until we hit the mark with the first product, and then we can go to ortho and many other markets.
And with neuro, there's some urgency in many situations.
Yes, exactly. TBIs, it's a perfect example. Same thing with hydrocephalus, same thing with stroke. Urgent care clinics can't really vet stroke right now because they don't have MRIs. If we introduce an MRI, which we will, then they can evaluate strokes.
Thank you, thank you.